Are you worrying about something?
When your arm's around me, I never worry about anything.
What if I take my arm away?
Don't, because then I'd start worrying.
You know, you've really helped me get my feet back on the ground tonight. Thank you.
I'm glad.
So I guess maybe you need a little reassuring?
You know, I can always use that.
Honey, I didn't become a cop for no reason. It's not like a flash-in-the-pan idea, you know.
No, I never thought it was, Frisco.
Well, a lot of people might think that. Now, me being suspended and neglecting my duty, that's a mark against my name. Now, I have to try to do something to clear that. You understand?
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Well, then, honey, what are you worrying about?
Oh, Frisco, I don't want to nag you.
You wouldn't be. I've asked.
I want to be like all the other cops' wives. I want to be behind you all the way.
Oh, you are, sweetheart. You are.
You talk to Vince. Does Nina tell him she worries about him?
All the time.
Well, then it's okay. I'll tell you. You're going to prove yourself again.
Yes, I am.
But without the police department behind you, well, what I mean is that you're going to go out all by yourself, and if you get into some kind of danger, that's what worries me, is that you're not going to know when to stop. Are you angry that I'm worried about that?
I absolutely love you for it.
Well, you're finally somewhere where you're supposed to be.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
Tried calling you all night about the meeting this morning. You weren't home.
Not that it's any of your business, but I was out
With the lovely Anna Devane, huh? Yeah, remember I saw you two leave the pub together? And just for the record, everything you do is my business.
What I do in my own time is none of your concern, Damon. What is this meeting about?
Well, two visitors from out of town are dropping by to put the next step of our plan into operation.
Who are they?
Mr. Philip Wilder and a Mr. David Marlowe.
Well, I've never heard of them. What do they do?
You know, I think you're hanging around too much with Chief Devane. You're beginning to sound like a police detective.
This is still my operation, Damon. I don't take too kindly to strangers coming in here telling me what to do.
Well, these men are experts in their field. They'll perform tasks that your union flunkies couldn't begin to approximate.
You still haven't answered my question.
Mr. Wilder is a computer expert. Mr. Marlowe is a very highly placed accountant in our operation.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. I know how to operate my own computer, and I don't need an accountant. I've already employed a very competent young woman who handles my books.
You know damn well that these men are here on Mr. B's orders.
And nothing gives you greater pleasure than to see them carried out and also to rub my face in it.
You're loose change when it comes to the size of our operation here, Duke. If I were you, I wouldn't press my luck.
Well, can you tell me anything about this new operation?
I don't know that much about it, actually. Philip and David will fill us in when they get here. I do know that the code name for the operation is Tumble Dry. It's laundry day?
Yeah. I was hoping you'd take some of this stuff down to the laundromat.
Well, honey, I can't. I got a lot of things I have to do this morning.
Well, I can't either. I have a job I have to get to.
Oh, a job. The first real jab about me not working. Go ahead, let's get it all out of your system. Go ahead, have at it.
Frisco, that's not what I meant. I know you're not enjoying the suspension, but I just thought while you were home, maybe you could do some housework while I'm at work.
I see. And it starts with the laundry, and the next thing you know, I'll be walking around in floppy slippers, and I'll be watching daytime television and making tuna casserole. No thanks, not for me.
fine. Well, just next time you don't have any clean clothes, don't complain to me. You're not going to be able to live in this uniform for a long time now. You know?
The uniform, there you go again. What are you doing with the uniform?
I have to put it with the rest of the wash.
Honey, you can't wash it. That has to be dry cleaned. Here, give me that.
I can't afford dry cleaning, Frisco, until you get your job back.
Well, I'll have my job back. Just here. You'll ruin the uniform, sweetheart.
Frisco, dry cleaning is not the only luxury we're going to have to give up on for a while. Till you get your job back, we have to cut a lot of corners.
I will have my job back in no time.
Yes, but still the same, we have to take lots of precautions. First of all, we can't go out to eat. I made you sack lunch. It's in the refrigerator. Secondly, I canceled your hair appointment. I'm going to cut your hair myself. I think that all the savings on all those things together will leave us in baloney for at least a month.
It's the first time going hungry sounds like the best option. You know, none of this would be happening unless it wasn't for that stupid poker game. Somebody set me up.
But you don't know which one?
No, not yet, but I got a good idea.
Well, why don't you take your ideas to Anna and maybe she'll put you back on the force?
No, I'm not going to anybody until I have positive proof.
Frisco, that's the attitude that got you kicked off in the first place.
Well, thanks for the support, honey.
Honey, I'm just worried about you. I don't want to see you getting into any more trouble.
Well, don't worry about me, all right? I'll be fine. Okay? Come in.
Hey, you two. Have you had breakfast yet?
We just had coffee. I'm afraid that's all we have in the whole house.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, Jake wanted me to ask you to join us downstairs for breakfast. How about that?
Well, I'm not very hungry, but I'll get dressed.
Okay. Everyone's real concerned about him being suspended from his job. How are you going to make ends meet?
Terry, see you downstairs, okay?
Oh, right.
Okay.
You meet both of you. I've heard a lot about you, or should I say about your mysterious plans.
There's nothing mysterious about it, Mr. Lavery. It's just our operation has become too large to be handled in the simplistic way that it's been handled here previously.
We've always managed to do the job.
Not without some very close calls.
Yes, but Mr. Lavery is right. All in all, the laundering operation has been very successful. And because of that success, a decision has been made to enlarge the operation.
We're talking large amounts of cash, which couldn't possibly be handled through the one system you're currently using.
And that's where Tumble Dry comes in.
That's right. Tumble Dry is the computer file name for the new operation. I'll be reformatting your computer, Mr. Lavery. All of the Mr. B information will now be hidden in the hard disk section of your computer.
Why is that?
It's safer practice than storing the information on floppy disks.
We wouldn't want your girlfriend to use one for a coaster. That'd be very embarrassing for you, Duke.
What about the access code?
It's been changed to laundry. That file will store all of the Mr. B business in separate subdirectories. Tumble Dry will be one of those subdirectories, along with related subjects such as the Fisherman's Wharf Project and the Phony Union Pension Fund.
And these subdirectories will be coded in the same way that we've coded the Tumble Dry file.
And you're sure that this information will be safe in the computer?
The only part of the information that an untrained user could access would be the display directory under the laundry category. You need the access word laundry to pull up the Tumble Dry file.
You still haven't told me how this Tumble Dry operation will work.
We plan to transfer the money in laundry machines. The machines will be delivered by truck. And we'll still use Port Charles as our base of operation.
You hold it right there. It's going to look very suspicious if I have laundry machines turning over my doorstep twice a week, isn't it?
We've taken that into account, Mr. Lavery, and we've made adequate arrangements,
All deliveries and pickups will be made to the ADZ warehouse across the alley from you.
which is close enough to transfer the money into your safe without alerting anyone's suspicions.
Sounds like you've thought of everything.
Almost everything. Port Charles is still my city. I'll decide what's going to work.
Believe me, Mr. Lavery, our plan is foolproof.
If you don't mind, I'll be the judge of that. I plan to take a closer look at your plan before I decide to endorse it.
I think maybe you're overestimating your importance to our operation, Duke.
I'm paid to make sure that the Port Charles plan goes ahead without a hitch. It's not going to be much good to anyone if I'm arrested for laundering large sums of money now, is it?
Well, if Port Charles really is your town, then you'll be able to see to it that that doesn't happen, won't you?
Frisco! I can't wait to get a hold of you.
Plus, he's married now.
Oh, I can't believe that you went ahead and tied the knot.
Oh, yeah, this is my wife, Felicia Cummings. Tiffany.
Jones, Felicia Jones.
All right.
It's nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, well, I can imagine you have, darling. I guess you've seen all of my films.
Well, no, actually, I have never seen
Hi.
you.
Howdy.
You'll get used to her act real fast.
No, well, actually, you must be a very special lady to have gotten Frisco. He broke a lot of hearts when he took the plunge.
What brings you back to Port Charles there, Tiff?
Oh, well, I'm going to take over the television station again.
For the LPC?
Yes, I used to own it. And when I heard that Derek Barrington had it up for sale, well, I just had to have it. I feel I have quite a bit to offer the broadcasting world. I'm trying to lure Frisco back to the station if he'll come.
No, I'm very happy with my new career, thanks.
Oh, why don't you stop all this cops and robbers stuff and go back to performing where you belong? I mean, why be a policeman when you can play one and just call it a day?
You should talk to Terry about that. She's a good singer and a very good writer.
Really? Is that so? I would love to hear your stuff.
She sang at a big police benefit, and she was a hit. Well, I probably wasn't that good because Duke Laver didn't even say a word about it, so.
I'll ask him what he thought when I get to work.
Thanks.
He thought.
Oh, well, who are these wonderful gentlemen?
Oh, this is Ted Holmes, and this is Patrick O'Connor, gentlemen, Miss Tiffany Hill.
How do you do, Miss Hill?
Pleasure to meet you. The brownstone is looking better all the time.
Well, I'll see you later. Bobbie, please bring breakfast.
I'll walk you to the door. I gotta make some calls. Thanks a lot for the breakfast, you guys. Welcome home, Tiff.
Take a couple with you.
See you guys.
All right.